Dual mobility hips. Why? Why? Let's talk about it. Post-op hip replacement week 5. Let's fold some laundry and talk about dual mobility hips. Today's Sunday. Tuesday is going to be officially week 5. I have been gaining weight like crazy because all I do is nothing. Today is day 2 of my double dose steroids that he prescribed me the other day to try to help with the pain. I'm out of breath already. I just got up and all I did was grab my laundry basket. I've gotten a lot of questions about this and I knew I wanted to make a separate video on it, so here it is. Why, what, where, who is a dual mobility hip and what kind of patients do they use it in? Obviously I'm not a doctor, but through my experience and my research, for me personally, I have a connective tissue disorder, which means I'm hypermobile and I have issues with my joints. So that, my surgeon was not familiar with my Stickler syndrome, as a lot of doctors are not familiar with it. So he kind of immediately went into protection mode. From the jump, he thought he probably would want to use a dual mobility hip because I'm probably more prone to dislocations. Now, mind you, I've never had a hip dislocation in my life, and I've only had knee dislocations after injuries. The injuries were caused just by falling, so clearly I am more prone to a dislocation, but those knees didn't just dislocate on their own. Like, wow, I'm out of breath. But I've never had a hip dislocation, so actually, in the beginning, when I looked up the dual mobility hip, I kind of was like, no, I don't want this. They are a lot newer. There's a lot less research and studies on them because they are newer. There are more moving parts, and I will explain to you how it works in a second, but there are more moving parts in a dual mobility hip, which means they're probably more likely to wear out faster. So typically, a dual mobility hip is not used unless you're like a high-risk patient for dislocation, or it's a revision surgery because revisions are also more prone to dislocation, or if you're like a huge athlete and like you really need that because not only do they prevent the risk of dislocation, but they are way more flexible, there's way more range of motion. Not that, I don't really think regular hip replacements are like super restricted, but these are like just way more. So I'm going to insert a picture of a dual mobility hip. I'm going to try to explain this best I can. Long story short, regular hip replacement, this goes up here, and then ball and stem goes inside, and it just moves like this, okay? It just moves like this. So if it accidentally moves too far, you're dislocated, okay? Like this, you're out, you're dislocated. Dual mobility hip, okay? You have this, and then you have this with another this over it. So you have ball and this that moves like this. And then this whole component goes inside this, and this also moves. I hope that makes sense. Basically what it means is that this is no longer a dislocation because inside of this, there's another this that's moving with this. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. But obviously you can Google animations of this on YouTube. And the more I actually wanted it after I continued reading and researching, because dislocations sound absolutely horrifying. And I'm already so young anyway, so when it comes to like wear time and stuff, I'm happy. Like my throat is hurting from talking, like I don't know what's happening.